What's up, everybody? So, I don't know, it's been like 2 months since I made a video, and people told me I should not apologize for a problem, so I'm just not going to apologize. It's been 2 months and it is what it is. Basically, for those of you who haven't watched the whole series, you know, I'm homeless right now. I'm building this house not just because it seems like a cool thing to do because I saw it on some show, but because I was thinking about building one for a long time, and you know, I'm in a certain circumstance where I really could use low-income housing, and this is the only option I've been able to find in the area I'm in. And this may not make sense in all areas. You know, if you're in a part of the country where you can rent an apartment for $200 a month, you know, you probably don't need to build a tiny house. But if you're somewhere where I am, where, you know, it's not, you can't find a studio apartment here for $1,000. You know, and that studio apartment would be smaller than this place when I get it done. I've seen 10 by 10 rooms. Literally the entire apartment's about 10 by 12, if you count the bathroom, and it's going for $1,000 a month. So this is, you know, this makes economic sense in the area I'm in, and that's why I'm building it instead of pursuing some other option. And I knew when I went into this that based on, you know, like the expense of this space that I've got, it eats a significant portion of my income. And so I knew that if any problems cropped up, it was going to slow my progress drastically, and that's exactly what happened. Is, you know, my van broke down and I needed a new alternator, so that put me out of commission for about a week until I could get that fixed, and that cost me all the money I had left over after paying the rent and eating and putting gas in the car. That cost me all the money for that month. Boom, just gone. So I didn't have any money for supplies to build stuff because money's gone. And then got a few things. You know, I got these lights, which you probably can't see very well on the camera, but I've got some lights over here that are eventually going to go in the house. And they're those cool LED lights where I can switch colors and stuff, and I'll show you guys that in another video. I really wanted to just make this video because I wanted to explain my absence and let you know that I haven't given up and I'm still working. As you can see behind me here, I do have some work in on the subfloor that you didn't see before. These are pressure treated 2x6s. I know a lot of people are building them out of 2x4s, but I figured 2x6s for long term are going to give me more stability in my floor, less creaking. So that's why I went with them. But these are, tomorrow I have a friend of mine who's going to help me flip these, and I'll try to get some footage of that for you. I actually shot footage as I built these, and then my computer died. So I had the footage, and I uploaded like 8 gigs of footage of building these subfloor panels, and you know, footage of me over here on this chop saw, you know, cutting all the pieces, and footage of me putting them all together with my nail gun, and it all got lost when my computer died. And so, you know, that was another setback because I had no way to upload videos. So I got a new computer off Craigslist for like 120 bucks. It's nothing special. It doesn't even have a video card in it, so I bought my friend's video card, and it doesn't fit. So I'm gonna do the edit on this computer, and I don't know if I'll be able to do full HD or not. We're gonna find out. You're gonna tell me because you're watching the video. Is it HD? Hey, yeah. So I apologize if the quality isn't there for that, but you know, I lost a lot of stuff when I lost the computer, so it took me a little bit to get a computer back. And then I don't think it's in frame right now, but right over here I have a full-size Whirlpool refrigerator that I bought off Craigslist for 100 bucks, and they delivered it. So part of the 100 bucks, they delivered it. So that's a place that I keep food and beverages in the meantime, but it'll also eventually go in here. And let's see, this will be the bedroom area. So right behind the camera, and a little, you know, maybe 6-7 feet behind where the camera is right now is where the fridge will end up sitting. And I'll try to get some more shots of the whole thing so you guys get a better view of it. But what's going to happen tomorrow is I'm going to flip these over and put the, which I haven't bought yet, but I'm going to put aluminum sheeting down and then flip them back over, fill them with insulation, and then put the plywood sheeting down to complete the subfloor. Another potential issue is I may have lost my SketchUp sketch. That was on the other computer. If there's some way I can get to that data, then I can get the footage I lost and I can get the SketchUp sketches, but otherwise I might have to start from scratch on that, and that's a real pain in the butt. Let's see. Oh, so I've got the van back, right, from getting the alternator fixed, and my steering column went out. Something, I can't shift into gear anymore, so I was stranded. I had it towed to a shop, and it's been literally 3 weeks since they've had it, and they haven't fixed it, and they're waiting for the part. So eventually I got a rental car. I couldn't wait any longer, and I got a rental car, but it's just a little economy car, and I can't fit any kind of supplies in it. So hopefully I can get the aluminum sheeting in there, but otherwise that's been, that ate a whole month right there. So progress has happened and will continue to happen. I can't promise any kind of schedules anymore. I have no idea what's going to happen here. I'm rolling with the punches. I'm trying to keep my own spirits up. I appreciate, the comments, and I appreciate the private messages from some people who are letting me know that, that they care, and I do appreciate that. So more to follow. I didn't just disappear. Unfortunately, a series of unfortunate events happened, and it is what it is. So if you're still watching, that's awesome. Hopefully I will have something more exciting to show you. I did this middle section that's right in front of the camera that you probably don't see. The middle section of the trailer is the one I did last, and I think I still have some footage of that. I will, run that high speed and get some kind of idea of what it was like to build these. But basically, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's boxes, and I gotta say that I've never had a nail gun before. I've never used a nail gun before, but I bought a nail gun for this. Bought it on Craigslist for about 50 bucks. I originally bought a little $50 compressor on Craigslist, not knowing anything about nail guns. I said, oh, it says maximum PSI is 110, and the nail gun says it needs 90, so that should work, right? Well, here's a tip. If you don't know anything about compressors, that nail gun, every time you fire it, it's going to use up the pressure in that tank, and it's going to need to repressurize. So a small tank, I bought a 3-gallon capacity tank. What it was having to do is cycle constantly, and it overheated its motor after about 20-30 minutes, and it stopped running. So then I couldn't, I did like half of one side of one piece, and then it died. So I went and bought a new compressor that was new air compressor that was an 8-gallon for about 100, I think it was just over 100 bucks, 120 bucks maybe at Home Depot or one of the big box stores, and so far it's great. The motor kicks on, it fills up the 8-gallon tank, and then I can shoot several nails before it needs to repressurize, so it's not running constantly. It's rated to be able to be run all day long as a nailing gun. So super cool. When you're firing nails, it's just boom, 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 and you're on to the next one. Boom, 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 you're on to the next one. It's not like banging it in. The reason I went with nails instead of screws is nails have better shearing strength. So if you have a screw, they're really good for not backing out. They've got a lot of strength to keep them from backing out. But the fact that they had to be rigid to be machined to have the screw thread means that they, in a situation where they're shearing, which is like where the force is moving, against. So like here's your screw going in. If the force is moving this way, the screw is more likely to snap because of it being brittle, whereas a nail is more likely to slightly bend and maintain integrity. So by building with nails, if we're going down the highway and hit the brakes really fast, things are going to be less inclined to snap off and have catastrophic failure. So also nail guns are super fast, and you can buy the boxes of, you can't really see it there, but it's sitting there on the edge of the table. You can buy the boxes, of 1,000 nails for 20 bucks, and they feed in a magazine into the nail gun. It's like you feed 10 in and you fire a bunch of them, then you feed another magazine. It's super worth it. You know, it was worth the 150 bucks to get it rolling, and I'll be able to use it for other projects like building a deck once I finally get this thing in place, in its final resting place, which doesn't exist yet. So, yeah, so I guess the reason I'm sharing all of these difficulties that I'm having along this process is because I see a lot of these videos where people seem to have no problems at all, and they just go boom, 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 boom right through it, and you know, if you aren't that person, you know, this may seem like, well, you know, well, that's great for them, but I'm not, you know, I don't have $40,000 in the bank, and I don't have, you know, I've never done this stuff before. So I'm a person who has very little experience doing this, and I've also got very little money and time and resources, and, you know, if I can get this done, I'm pretty sure you can get this done, and I'm hoping that I will be able to, you know, to prove that by the end of this. So that's the only reason I'm sharing, like, the sob story. I'm not asking for sympathy. I appreciate the comments, but I'm not trolling for comments. I just, I want people to understand that, you know, even if, you know, like if you're a couple and you're thinking about doing this and you guys both work, and you know, you're thinking, well, man, it'd be a hardship to be able to build one. Yeah, it's a hardship for me too, but I promise you it won't be as hard for the two of you working together as it is to do almost every step alone. Not to mention that just, you know, it's lonely to be working in a garage all the time by yourself. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, suggestions, and I'll get a little footage of kind of everything that's going on so you get a better idea. All right, cool. Thanks.